Hey y'all, hey, it's Brittany, and I am here really quickly to talk about something that not many of us may be talking about. It's hair loss and locks. So I bring this up for a couple of reasons. On my mother's side of the family, alopecia is definitely hereditary. My mother goes through it, my aunt, and my grandmother. On my father's side of the family, not so much. Head thick, full of hair. So I'm fortunate in that aspect to take that side of the gene pool. But the other day, I washed my hair and my cousin was oiling my scalp for me. And there's a part in my head that I know to be very tender. I don't think anything of it, never thought anything of it because to me, it's just like a soft spot in my head. So while she was oiling my scalp, she definitely, that soft spot where I know it's tender, she told me that I need to make sure, and when I speak to my consultant, not have her pull it so tight. Because it's thinning. It looks thinner in comparison to everything else. It's difficult for you to see your own scalp and inspect it and everything like that. So it got me to thinking, like wondering, like, how many of us out there are experiencing sore spots or soft spots in our head and not really paying any attention to it. Yeah, if I can get a good picture of that spot, I'm going to insert it or something so you guys can see. I don't know if you guys will be able to tell, but she was able to tell. My cousin's kind of anal when it comes to things like that, so she was able to she was able to tell the difference between that spot and everything else. So that brings me to talk about traction alopecia. And traction alopecia is caused by pulling and putting too much force on a spot on your scalp and on your hair basically. So all of this can be prevented if you're not pulling your hair too tightly. So this prompts me and urges me to tell you guys to make sure you're paying attention to your hair. Go through, and if you find like your hair is feeling too soft or too tender in certain spots, notify your consultant or ask a friend, a family member, somebody to go and look at that area and see how it looks in comparison to everything else. What I plan on doing for this, because it's not bad, but it's noticeable in her eyes. Granted, of course, I can't see it, but I'm going to start using castor oil in that area. So this way that can help because castor oil promotes hair growth. And also I'm going to notify my consultant, to just take it easy in that area and not do too many rotations because I don't mind it not being close to the scalp if that would alleviate me having traction alopecia in that area. Yeah, so definitely guys, you guys know I talk about people who pull their hair too tightly in the styles and just manipulate their hair too much. That also can cause alopecia. All that pulling and that taut, tight hairstyles, while, like I said before, while they're so pretty and so intricate, I just, just be careful. Okay, guys, hair loss is serious, and like a lot of people, some of us wait until it's too late, or we may not think anything of it and just like brush it off like, oh, it's probably too sore from the retightening. We have to pay more attention to our hair. So definitely make sure, take some time, even as you're watching this video or you're watching TV, go through and feel your head, and if it feels kind of sore, like say something, definitely. And like I said, I'm going to hopefully I can get a good picture so you guys can see what it looks like, and we're gonna work on this progress, and we'll give you guys some updates and see what we can do. So I know for some people it's way more than just hair, so definitely make sure and take that time out to check on your scalp. So not only do you want to make sure that your hair is not being pulled too tightly, like let your hair hang sometimes, y'all. Like all that extra stuff, like just let it go. Let it go. Let's just definitely want to make sure we're focusing on what's best for our hair. I don't know. Like, I'm not upset or sad or anything. I'm glad I found out about this now. Like, I really didn't think anything of it. Like, for years, that spot has been like super duper sore, and I just never paid it any mind. But I'm glad she was able to go through my hair and look at it, and so now I know what to do. So that's all we got to do, guys. Make sure you're paying attention to your hair. For those of you that count your locks, if you find that after a while when you count it again, it's less numbers and it means a lock probably fell out somewhere, we got to figure out what's wrong. We got to make sure and pay attention to our hair. Pay attention to our hair. Oh gosh. Are any of you guys experiencing any issues with hair loss, any type of dermatitis issues? Let me know what you're going through, what you're using to help to alleviate. Is anything that you're using working at all? Do you know of anyone that's had this issue? I know there are a few girls out here on YouTube who's had this issue. Shout out to Miss Jasmine Rose, Jazzy Tay. She put her whole story on YouTube, and I commend her for that, because not too many people, especially us Black girls, will be able to be talking about our issues with hair loss. I'll leave a link to her channel below to that video, so you guys can definitely take a look and check that out. But yeah, let me know what's going on. Let me know what you think in the description box, in the comments below. If you have any other questions or concerns, let me know. You guys know you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, all that jazz. Yeah, guys, I'll see you guys soon.